Hello everyone, this is Anuj from Gadget Geek. Recently we have done the benchmark, gaming and the camera comparison of the OnePlus 5. And now it's time for our full review after using it for more than a week. So let's start. Do not forget to press the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get the notification from Gadget Geek and stay updated and informed. OnePlus 5 is launched in two variants, 6GB RAM and 64GB storage, and the massive 8GB RAM and the 128GB storage. The color options we have is the slate grey and midnight black. Currently OnePlus 5 is available through Amazon and OnePlusStore.in, and the price is 33,000 for 6GB and 38,000 for the 8GB variant. So let's talk about the specification of the phone first. The phone comes with the Snapdragon 835 Octa-core processor, 6GB and 8GB LPDDR4X RAM, 64GB and 128GB storage, 20 megapixel and 16 megapixel dual rear camera and the 16 megapixel front camera, 5.5-inch Full HD AMOLED screen, 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass 5, 3300 mAh battery and dash charging, and the fingerprint scanner. Now let's talk about the design and the build quality. When you look at the OnePlus 5 from the front, it looks like the OnePlus 3T, and if you look at the back, we cannot deny the fact that it does look like an iPhone 7 Plus. But that is due to the dual camera setup location and the antenna band. But when it comes to holding the phone, it has its own identity. The back is curved, which makes the phone very comfortable to hold. With anodized aluminium, metal buttons and weight of approximately 150 grams, there is no doubt that the phone's build quality is amazing. We all like bezel-less screen, but OnePlus did not do it due to the lack of resources. But even though the design looks similar to different phones, I personally like the look and feel of the OnePlus 5. Now let's move on to the screen. The screen of the OnePlus 5 is the 5.5-inch AMOLED display with the resolution of 1920 x 1080p and has the pixel density of 401 ppi. That is the only downside of this phone, as nowadays most of the phone comes with the QHD display. But to keep the price lower, OnePlus 5 is launched with only Full HD screen. The phone comes with the screen protector pre-applied, which is a good thing, and the phone also comes with the Gorilla Glass 5 protection. Even though the resolution is just Full HD, the quality and the viewing angle of the screen is really good, but lags a bit when you see the screen in direct sunlight. So overall, we are a bit disappointed to see the screen only Full HD, but looking at the phone as a complete package, it's not a deal breaker. Now let's move on to the camera. OnePlus 5 launched with a dual camera setup where the primary camera is 16 megapixel with an aperture of f1.7. and a 20 megapixel camera with an aperture of f2.6. Pictures are vibrant and has a good dynamic range. We also notice sometimes that the pictures with the trees and plants are more saturated, and you will notice that the green is a lot greener, and same goes with the red color. OnePlus 5 has a slightly warmer tone in pictures, but the quality and sharpness is very good. Pictures with the portrait mode looks good, but not as good as iPhone 7 Plus. And you will feel sometimes that the OnePlus 5 is applying software blur to the pictures, and we hope that with the passage of time, we will see some improvements in the camera with software update. Front camera is 16 megapixel, which performs really well, but when taking pictures in low light, you will see it applying some sort of filter to clear the noise. Pro mode is also a plus point where you can shoot pictures and customize white balance, exposure, shutter speed, and use this phone just like a professional camera. We have also compared the camera with the iPhone 7 Plus, and if you want to check it, see the link in the description below. So overall, we think that the OnePlus 5 camera is good, but lack of optical image stabilizer, which was available in OnePlus 3T, is a big disappointment. Photo quality is very good, but video output is shaky, or you can use the electronic image stabilizer and shoot the videos in 1080p 30 frames per second. Now let's talk about the battery. OnePlus 5 battery is a 3300 mAh, which is 100 mAh less than the OnePlus 3T. But in our testing, we found at the end of every day, we always had around 15 to 20% battery left. And thanks to dash charge, we were able to go to 70% in just half an hour. The only downside is that you cannot use any other cable to use the dash charge. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the battery performance of this phone. Let's talk about the performance now. In our previous video, we have done the benchmark, gaming and the heat test. We don't know if OnePlus is cheating in benchmark, but we got a very high score in benchmarks. And I must say that the switching between apps, playing games like Asphalt 8 and Modern Combat 5, the device did not show any sign of lag and frame drops. I'm very much impressed with this phone that even playing games for half an hour, the phone barely heats up. Speakers are very loud and the quality from the headphone jack is really good. So overall, performance of both the 6GB and 8GB variant is excellent, and you can easily compete with any other flagship phone. Finally, let's talk about the OS. OnePlus 5 comes with the Oxygen OS, which is based on Android 7.1.1. Initially, you will feel that it is a stock Android nougat, but when you explore the options, there are tons of customization you can do. For example, you can customize the gestures, silent button, and also if you wish to, you can use the on-screen buttons. The app drawer is like Google Pixel, and when you swipe right, you have the widget screen. I was happy to see after buying the phone, within a week we got 3 updates to solve the camera, battery and some performance issues. Due to the high configuration of this phone, we did not feel any problems and issues, and refined Oxygen OS is snappy, and overall you have a very smooth experience from this phone. So that's it guys, this was the full review of the OnePlus 5. And we think that the phone is good and has a great overall performance. But if you already have OnePlus 3T, it's not worth upgrading to this phone. But if you're in the market to buy a new phone and wants a phone which is future proof, then we definitely recommend this phone, as this phone will easily last for next 2-3 years without any problem. The price of the phone is indeed on the higher side if you compare it with the previous OnePlus phones, but still 15 to 20,000 less than the other flagship phones. There are few things which could have been added to make this phone a flagship killer, like wireless charging, waterproof and better screen 2K or above, but that will increase the price of the phone bit more. So what do you think about the OnePlus 5? Do you think it's a flagship killer? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel Gadget Geek for more videos like this. Once again, this is Anuj signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.